That was an hour video clip, so we're just gonna read back, make sure we have everything. But yeah, Dalton actually covered for us. I don't know if he would, if we, hadn't, helped him about earlier and shit. But, right, well. So basically, he told Haru that the reason he was spinning around and flailing and screaming was because he got the impact driver stuck in his jumpsuit and it got bunched up, and it was like, like you take a drill and you get some fabric caught in it. So yeah, that's what Dalton covered for us with. Yeah, Ensign, you all good? Yes, Ensign, hey, thank you, I got it off by... Okay, cool, got it. Just stay calm next time, alright? Yes, Ensign, I will, sorry. Alright, well, if that's it. Yes, Ensign, it is nothing to worry about. Take it easy, kid. Remain still within the tense silence, doing your best not to move, trying as hard as you can not to even breathe. As far as you can tell, Haru had left, but you have no way of knowing for sure. Remain motionless, just stay hidden in the cockpit until... Lieutenant, it's safe to come out now. I feel a little guilty for your paranoia, but wanting to make sure you're ready for anything, assume Ensign Rumney is waiting to ambush and spring out of the cockpit. Fortunately, all you're met with is a still hanger and a fretful Cadet Grange. Sorry about that, Lieutenant. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. I just looking around to make sure, certain you're not alone with Dalton. That you're alone with Dalton once again. It's a few seconds before you respond. Hey, don't worry about it, Cadet. Thank you for covering for me there. Yeah, no problem. But what do you want me for? Why are you here? I didn't want to believe what they said about you and the captain and the commander, but after they locked you up, I heard Ensign Croix say that. Dalton, hey, calm down. It's okay. Sorry. Take a deep breath and close your eyes, sighing before you begin. Something about asking the cadet for his help seemed wrong. Although he's working on a JCF ship, he was basically still just a kid. Made you the technical skills you needed. I'm here for your help, Dalton. If I can't get control of the ship back from Lieutenant Laura, then both the captain and Commander Quinn are going to get executed as traitors. I can't get it alone. I need to help someone who has all the systems of the ship, and that's you. Okay, we don't really want Dalton's help because we don't want to get involved. You want me to my help? That's right. You know your way around the ship almost as well as Chief. You could really help me out here, Cadet. I talked Dalton against the pitch with gloves, glancing around nervously as he does. I've just got to do something over there quickly. Once again, you reach in and grab him, but this time Dalton managed to evade you. His feet firmly planted on Juno, and he propelled himself towards the opposite side of the hangar, disappearing behind some remaining storage crates. Damn it, Dalton. Okay, he didn't have to, get his help right there. Hello, person. Yeah. Looks like Dalton's made a lot of progress with the hand staff. Yeah. Okay, we're not going to ask Dalton for his help. We do not really... does it give me the option to talk to him? Okay. We really don't want to ask Dalton for his help. But now we've looked at everywhere here. We now have all these listed off. Pretty much, we have the airlock, which we can get around outside of the crawlways now, if we want to, but that's not really that safe. We have talked to the chief. The chief said no. And because she doesn't want to, risk the ship. But we kind of have this little bit of hope that maybe we can get her to help us. Talk to the captain. The captain's useless, but we're gonna go talk to the captain again. Because the plan that the MC gave is not the plan I would have had, but it's to get everyone, side it with the captain. Personally, I think they should try to get them sided to themselves. Because they've done help for the ship, they've helped everyone, they've helped other people, they've put themselves in danger, because I don't think Hansen's going to do any fucking all, and Haru's not, because we told him about the report. And they're too enjoying their placement as goons. So, we will go... I kind of want to explore a bit before I do that. I think I'll actually save here. I want to try to explore the airlock, you know, without, I've got so many saves, just to see if anything happens. So I'm going to go look at the airlock, because now I have a save, so it doesn't matter if I get caught or anything. Tread lightly, doing your best to keep your steps silent as possible as you approach the central hub. As soon as you reach the threshold between the airlock and the hub and hold your breath, you listen for any sign of Hanson and Haru might be nearby. Sure enough, you can hear the two bantering loudly from the direction of the four-side thoroughfare as they stand and watch over the two crew quarter corridors. Okay, but seriously, Lord has got it down bad for you. Yeah, I'm not stupid, trust me though. Someone like her, no thanks. No way, Croix. Easy promotion right there. One and done. If you did, I bet you could get her to say anything you wanted when you get the ship back to Europa. You think fucking Vanessa gives a shit about that? No. You're just being stupid if you think that, like, sleeping with her is gonna make her, like, be all cuddly-wuddly. No thanks. She's not even my type. Oh yeah, who is then? As if. The captain? Shut up, Rumney. Commander Quinn? Shut up, Rumney. No, it's Rumney. You know, it's Haru. The banner stops there and silence settles. You can tell by their voices that they're both stood on the far side thoroughfare, which gives them a clear line of sight through the central hub and towards aft thoroughfare. If you left where you're stood now and head further into the ship, there'd be a good chance that you'd be spotted. Okay, it's not gonna let me. I was thinking maybe it would let me open the hatch to the bridge. Slowly, you begin to make your way back towards the airlock. Looking back over your shoulder, you see that the paneling covering the ladder leading the bridge has come loose again, dropping from its mounts onto the floor. I don't think it came loose. Like, we don't need to fucking be dealing with fucking intruder on board as well. With the fucking mutiny, but I think that's what we're dealing with. Hey, what was that? Man, I don't know, it sounded like something in the hub. Oh fuck, now they're gonna think we're in the fucking crawlways. Stay here, I'll check it out. You swear under your breath that you try to move as quietly as possible back towards the airlock as quickly as you can. Once they pull up the hatch, leave the crawlway and drop down side, with a point shut on top of you. At least you attempt to. You try to pull the hatch all the way closed, you find it catching on something before it shuts. Every time you try to force the mechanism to make the scraping sound, which you realize is loud enough to be heard from the hub. Hey, someone's there? It's instantly apparent to you that the crawlway runs under the route from the central hub, and the airlock as you hear Hanson's footfalls echoing through the crawlway, growing continuously closer. With one final heave, you yank the hatch with all your strength and manage to pull it shut, swing the lever into its original position as you do so. That doesn't look like it got shut, it looks like it popped open. Sit still in the darkness, holding your breath. Hanson. Piece of junk ship falling apart. You wait until Hanson's steps have completely faded away until you exhale in relief. Exhaling in relief. You remain in the darkness for a few minutes, waiting until the sounds of activity from the central hub disappear and tentatively re-emerge from the airlock. I should probably stay away from the central hub for the time being. Check and see if it caught on something, like if I can see what it caught on. It's funny, I never paid much attention to the hatch until just now, but looking at it, it's obvious. There's got a hatch written on it in huge letters. Yeah, I don't think it was there before. I think it's been added. Okay. Okay, we know we can't, okay. We're gonna save. We're saving a lot because we don't have autosave, remember? Because of the RenP bug, there's no autosaves. Like, see, this hasn't updated since, the bug, you know, like since it came up. And the only way to get it to start autosaving again is to close the game and then restart it. If this desk is anything like last time, all doors are probably locked. I bet they Put the captain's key ring since it contained a lot of master switches for ship functions. And if I asked Captain, she wouldn't be able to open them. Doesn't seem like Captain cares about a whole lot right now, but I don't want to try testing her by doing something weird like using her bathroom without asking. Oh, I fucking would. Oh, I can look at the booze now. Okay, I couldn't earlier, it wouldn't let me. Oh, maybe I can't. I can use it, but I can't. Captain seems too preoccupied with the spillage on the table to go for any more from the bottle. Hopefully I get her out of here before she goes more. It's an inspiring painting, but I don't have the time to stand around contemplating it right now. From memory, there's nothing useful in the ship's room, the captain's room, that could help me right now. I don't know. I think we could probably use a nap. Yeah, I don't know if I can look at the booze or not. Okay, I can. It wouldn't let me. The bottle's almost empty, but there's still a few shots left in it. Looks like the captain spilled most of it on the desk. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's good for the terminal. Okay. Captain, I need your help. Lieutenant, I thought I made it abundantly clear that. You lay both hands on the table and lean in. The captain locks her eyes with yours and glares back at you as you begin to talk, but your hushed tone tinged with a slight growl. Oh, we're fucking talking like Constable Odo now. We're being, you know, like Renee, here. We both know that Lord is full of it. If we can't prove you're innocent, prove Commander Quinn innocent, then her reason for this mutiny unravels, and even Haru and Hansen won't stand with her if they know they'll be the ones on trial for treason. That's the best impression I can do right now. If I do this alone, if I could, but I can't, you're the captain of the ship. You know almost anything about it. I need you to help me. Your plea hangs in the air. Who are you doing this for, Lieutenant? What? All this. Captain gestures lazily at the screwed floor panel behind you and then a general area around you. Who is this for, Lieutenant? Well, mostly for Cassandra, but also like Dees and Dalton and the Chief. Lord may be very well successful in the accusation she's leveled against myself and Miss Quinn, but you? I think you'll be fine, even if she tries to implicate you. You've done more than enough to make sure that they won't see any significant punishment, especially since they put in the system for, you know, accommodations. Captain suddenly changes the meter, takes you by surprise, and shifts from morose and disinterested to sharp and authoritative. She leans forward, bring herself closer to you than you're comfortable with, causing you to stand up straight. So why risk all that on something stupid like this? The security officer siding with the captain during a takeover is hardly grounds for a charge of treason. Feel more taken aback by the line of questioning than you did the captain's shift in attitude. Why am I doing this? It's obvious Lord can. Not why, Lieutenant. Who? Cassie. What's the difference? It's the whole crew that's... I want you to think about this, Lieutenant. Captain's her eyes seem to glaze over for a moment as she stares into the distance. I'm not particularly in the mood for this kind of escapade right now, so I need to know. As soon as she turns her attention back to you, the look is gone. Now replaced with one that's still being cold. Who is this for? Honestly, we're going to be honest with you. We're in level with you, Chief. With the captain. You feel a warm prickle spread across your cheeks and look away from the captain as you realize you're blushing slightly. You know exactly what she's getting at, but being asked so directly to admit it has you feeling like she sees you as a lovesick teenager. Taking a deep breath and holding it for a moment, you consider protesting to try and maintain your appearance as a mature member of the crew, but then you remember what the captain had said earlier. There are things in this life that are more important to us than our orders, than our duty, than our honor. And when it's a choice between these things that are more important to us than anything and everything else, we know what decision we have to make. Exhale slowly to compose yourself and look into the cold blue of her eyes. Yeah, it's about, 10 minutes to pill, 8 minutes to fill time, so I will have to, wrap this up. Exhale slowly to compose yourself and look into the cool blue of her eyes. This has happened to you, hasn't it, Captain? Not this, but something like it. Like this. That's what happened to the Battle Lunar, isn't it? Why you sent those ships into formation. I don't want you to think of me as the overly sentimental type. But yes, that's what happened. Cross your arms and stare at her. You want to know why the captain had done what you have, but you had expected to be something like this. It didn't make it better. You knew deep down inside that it would take more than this knowledge to allow you to forgive her, but at the same time, your anger had been quelled. Instead of the silent fury you felt looking at the captain and knowing that you could hold her responsible for everything that had happened, you instead felt something else. Yeah, I feel really intelligent. I just figured we were gonna die. Was it pity, sympathy, understanding? It's hard to tell. But it wasn't important right now. You knew why she'd been asking who you were doing this for. With your when your embarrassment dissipated, you uncrossed your arms and stand proudly. I'm doing this for Cassie, ma'am. I love her. And I'm not going to stand by and watch while she's in danger. I can't do that. Not again. Yeah, she smirks at me. Very good, Lieutenant Knight. With a sigh, the captain stands upright and adjusts her hat and tie. If you think you need my help for this, then I'll help you. But you need to make sure you're certain about that. This may feel like life and death, but I recommend not rushing into things. Like I did. So consider this very carefully, Lieutenant. Captain. Yeah. I think this is where we're going with this. I'm gonna save, but I'm gonna save, yeah, I always back out with save now because I had that, issue where it, wouldn't let me, it would, like, double click on the first save file. Lieutenant, I hadn't expected you to return to me so quickly. Have you decided what this is what you really want to do? Yes, I need your help. You instinctively straighten your posture and take on a formal stance as the captain eyes focus intently on you. There might be other options to handle this, you think? There was the chief. He probably knew more secrets about the gun dog than anyone. Dalton's knowledge of the ship's mechanisms and functionality could certainly come in useful. But when it came to knowledge of the ship, the JFC, and how to use their authority, no one would be able to compare to the Captain Barter views. Yeah, like, the difference in the chief and the captain is, like, I don't want to involve Dalton at all, because Dalton is just going to get himself killed. He's going to, like, freak out, he's going to be noisy. Like, I know he could help us, but he's going to be panicky while he does it. And, like the chief, we want the chief to help us, but... Oh, we got someone. Is it to tell me there's bot fucking, you know, I can buy followers by following this shady-ass link. Yeah, I got 4 minutes to fill time. I've been going by the microwave clock. I updated Twitch this morning, so it's kind of being slow to open. Hasn't been open with this update. I don't like the new following and stuff. I like the old, just checking, because I don't have, the comments on. Like, I'm only streaming just for the sake of streaming. Like, I'm not, you know... Yeah, best viewers, move space. Yeah, you're getting, report it. I would feel bad if someone accidentally, like if I accidentally clicked on one of the spammers with, make them, oh, we got someone watching, you know, we got more than me watching, because like, it should have just gone up to 3, now it's only 4. Yeah, we got spam. I don't usually block people because I know a lot of it's probably hacked accounts rather than, you know, new accounts. But yeah, we got, that says 3 people watching on here. Anyway. Compared to the Captain Bartholomew's. Yeah, like, the Chief would be helpful. But the Chief really doesn't want to help us. I think she can be helpful to us if we get the Captain on side. And that might be what pushes her. But poor Dalton, like, my poor child, we're not gonna get Dalton to help. Like, he might be able to help, but I wanted him to know what we're doing. Like, we know Dee's is, you know, he fucking snuck us a screwdriver. Yes, ma'am. If I'm gonna rescue Cassie, we're gonna get the ship back under your control, I'm gonna need your help. You're confident about that? Yes, ma'am. I can't think of anyone better. I see. If that's the case, Lieutenant Knight, I hope you have a plan. This course of action is not one I'd be considering until quite recently. Pause for a moment. Years of naval conditioning had instilled in you an instinct to defer to authority, but in this case, the traditional power dynamic wasn't in effect. Glancing over the captain's shoulder, you can also see the mostly empty bottle of whiskey, considering how much of a drunk you were. Surprised at how alert and focused the captain seemed. Well, she spent most of it off the desk and onto the floor. Like, we fucking, when we came in the, you know, on the crawlways, like, there was some on the floor already then. But, all things considered, it might be for the best if you're the one that calls the shots, making use of the captain's knowledge when necessary. Like, I think that's what the route should be, instead of, like, get the captain help you. I think we should get the crew on board on us. Like, we're a lieutenant too. We're the same rank as, Lord, only she's operations, and, you know, like, you know, she's, the third in command and we're security officer, but we're both lieutenants. We should get the crew on board to us is what I think we should do, because we know that from experience, the Chief knows we're good for it, Dees knows we're good for it, Dalton knows we're good for it, and I think Hansen and Hara would be more likely to follow behind me than the captain, because they're fucking goons. Right. First things first, we can prove that Cassie had nothing to do with this. No, first things first is to fucking, you know, get things under control, like, where we stand with stuff. Our main priority is proving that she isn't a murderer. If we can do that, everything afterwards should be easy. There must be plenty of laws confirming what's happening has all been a coincidence. If we can prove her innocence to the crew, then we might be able to get the ship back before we even get too robust. Like, there should be fucking, the monitoring and stuff to show Cassie was in no fit state to, be doing any of that, because she was out like a light. I see. I suppose it stands to reason. Well then, Lieutenant, lead the way. Before we go, Captain? Are you sure there isn't anything in here that's useful? Once we leave your quarters, we probably won't be coming back. It'd be too risky for Hansen with Hansen stood outside. Edson was very particular about relieving me of my access card, keys, and tokens, and the JFC is not in the business of giving out spares. I can't get in my desk to get the access code for the ship. Captain turns her heels and heads towards the bedroom. We follow, stopping at the threshold between the two areas, and watch she pulls open the top drawer of a dresser. Whilst the drawer is full of clothing, the captain ignores it, instead reaching underneath and towards the back of the unit. With a matter of fact motion, she pulls something out and presents it to you. Oh fuck, she had a fucking gun. I believe this might become useful. Can't help it. Be taken aback with the captain's complete disregard for procedure. For the same reason that all weapons aboard are kept in the armory, there's absolutely zero allowance for crew members to have personal weapons aboard. Captain, that's... It's against regulations for crew members to bring weapons on board. Even having that stashed away could. Is that so, Lieutenant? Like, what the fuck do you expect? You know, she's the captain. I'm the security officer. Who do you think's gonna fucking do anything? Even if we weren't, you know, under mutiny. Do you intend to report me? I thought not. Now, Lieutenant, as before, please lead the way. I went over 3 minutes past when I was gonna use this pill. Pretty much with his pill, Dr. Jen, his doctor on this, the vet, is, you know, within an hour of leeway, and we're kind of changing it a bit, like, over from when I would normally give it to him, just because of, we had the time change. So if I had given him to him at his normal pill time, it would have been an hour earlier than normal. So we had to like do it halfway between. So that's why it's like, it's all right if I'm a little bit late, but I just really feel bad. But I know a lot of people probably wouldn't give a shit about helping this poor cat with high blood pressure, because he's, you know, he's going to be 15 in May if he makes it. So we'll worry about his weight, because he's got been losing weight. But we think it might have been a side effect of the Solensia injection. He seems to have gained a little bit of weight back since we stopped it a month ago. So hopefully we'll see when he gets his next checkup. He goes once a month for a laser treatment. The MLS, you know, light pulse for his joints. And he really, it does help him because he's afterwards, he's so fucking wound. And he also gets arthritis medication, like he gets Onsior. I don't like giving cats Medicam. That Minnow was on that for a while, but I took her off of it. That's part of the reason why we switched vets, because I was on the human version of it, Meloxicam, and it caused a lot of issues, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to put my cat through that. Right, sure. Head over to the floor panel and taking care to avoid the puddle of whiskey, lower yourself in. Like, it was easier because it was liquid medication and it was flavored, and the cat loved it, but like I ended up having to start giving her pills. Nicholas is really good with the pill though. He'll just eat it if you just set it down. That's why you have to watch it with medication and be really extra careful. Because that was another problem with Minnow. He would try to eat her thyroid pills. Head over to the floor panel and take care of with a puddle of whiskey or lower yourself in. Turn around, you offer your hand to the captain, who takes it and elegantly follows you into the crawlway. You'll need to duck for this, Captain. Following your instructions, the captain squats down and you do the same. Much like in your own quarters, you then quietly slide the floor panel into place. You find the whole process much easier this time around, and when the series that clicks, you're left in the darkness. Alright then, Captain, let's go. Due to the amount of times you had to stop to guide the captain through the darkness, seemed like having to pause at every corner to ensure if she was still behind you, return to the hub between the various crawlways takes longer than you had hoped. Still, you made it eventually, and now that you had the captain on your side, you're finally able to do something to prove both her and Captain Innocent for regaining control of the ship. Take the opportunity to afford to you by the larger area that you're in to get off your hands and knees and sit against one of the walls. Rubbing your palms together relieve the numbness that had come from crawling for so long. Why don't we take a quick break here, Captain? Are you sure about that, Lieutenant? You're quite impassioned about this plan of yours in my quarters. I have thought nothing would have stopped you from proving that the Lieutenant Commander innocent. Besides, you need the muscles in the back of your neck and attempt to work out some of the tension that had been building up in them from all the crawling. Like, even though Lord fucking drugged us more than we needed, like, in order to break into our room and steal stuff, we really did need that. I was saying it was me the other night. I had to take, I had some TMD pain. I don't usually have it, but, because I wear my mouth guard now, I can wear my bike guard and stuff to bed. But I had it in a store and I was so much pain. I had to take my as-needed painkiller, which I don't take much. And I took another one because I knew, like, yeah, the first one would probably help, but, like, get on top of it. Because that's a big thing you learn with chronic pain and stuff. Like, you don't keep fighting against it. It's better to take something early on and rest, like get it, even if it makes you drowsy for that bit, rather than fight through it, because it's going to take more. I can't remember the term for it, but it's like to get up to the baseline again. It's better to take something right then. But yeah, the player is doing well now, even though they got knocked out for over a day. Besides, need your muscles in the base of your neck and attempt to work out some of the tension that had been building up in them from all of the crawling. Now, with me, I kind of think narratively it would have been better to let the MC wander around a bit more before Lieutenant Lord called the announcement because it seems, you know, too, you know, as soon as you open your door, the announcement happens. The action's too fast. But also, she probably could have been waiting to, you know, monitoring if your door opened. What you didn't want to tell the captain was that you'd left her quarters behind. You realized that you had no idea where to begin on this particular objective. I was thinking that this would be a good opportunity to discuss how we're going to go approach this. Well, I wouldn't object to a brief pause. The level of decorum that surprises you considering both the circumstances and the amount that you knew she'd drunk. The captain brings her knees together and positions her legs to one side whilst bringing herself into an upright sitting position. Let me know if you're willing to share the details with me. Yeah. Oh, I can move places. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take her to engineering if I can. Probably leading to the engineering department. I never really got to state my case as chief, but it's probably not worth bothering her. Now I've got the captain with me, I'm sure her knowledge will be more than enough. I'm gonna see if I can go to engineering, that's what I'm saving. I had the fucking input bug. Gotta keep track of the timestamps. It probably won't let me, actually. I should figure out what my plans actually go before I start roaming around the thrust of the ship. Yeah. Take a deep breath and hold on to it. You know what you need to do. There's no sense delaying it any longer. Also, we're past the embargo on streaming or uploading ending things, because that was the 28th of February, and we're now in March. My anniversary for playing Obey Me is this week too. I think it's tomorrow. Either tomorrow morning, or late, or early morning on Thursday. I was at my doctor's office when I started playing it. When I played the prologue. Which was also when I found out about the games not getting any new content. I was at the same place. Which is kind of looping, but it's also depressing. Released the breath and turned the captain. There was no sense of feeling embarrassed. You didn't have a complete thought or plan. It wasn't as if she could discipline you for not being prepared for duty right now. Captain? Oh, yes, Lieutenant? Are we going over your plan now? Withdraw a breath a moment, had the captain falling asleep. Yes, that's right. Well, go ahead and send that we have it to provide input where necessary. Yeah, we're just playing chicken, like, we both don't know really what we're going to do, but we're, like, hoping the other person is going to, like, come up with something first. Are you alright, ma'am? Quite alright, Lieutenant. Why do you ask? With lock eyes, the captain were confident that she had been drifting off again. Although you were effectively on equal terms right now, you were still wary about instigating any conflict. If all went to plan, she would be your captain again after all. Just checking before we begin. I appreciate the concern, Lieutenant. Now carry on. I saw you begin. Main thing we need to do is to disprove Lord's justification for accusing you and Commander Quinn. Once we've done that, we can tell the rest of the crew to get back on site. Also, I'm going to give this pill in like 2 minutes. I'm 15 minutes late. Almost. And it's not too bad, but I would have to give it to him, you know, late, when he gets his pill during the day. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna just go give it to him now. And not get it too late. Because 15 minutes late is better than, you know, more than that. Because I know I can keep playing this. Get the back on side, and how we go about doing that. So I'm just waiting to get through this scene and then I'm gonna stop. Val, do you remember what she said on the bridge? Not particularly. You may recall that when Lieutenant Laura was justifying herself, I was busy trying to retrieve the wind that Ensign Croix had so thoroughly knocked out of me. Ah, right. Well, a big part of it was that she thought you and Commander Quinn were purposely absent during the blackout. Did she know? As unfortunately the timing was, I assure you that it wasn't my intent to be indisposed like that. But we can deal with that because there will be records. Both incidents were reported to the doctor. He would have recorded them and written them up. His notes should show that both of your conditions were genuine. We're going to find those, and that's the first step to proving that Vanessa's justification for mutiny doesn't hold water. So our first stop would need to be to the sick bay. There's one issue with that, Lieutenant. Yeah, Dr. Rosarian's dead. For it, you're starting to feel positive about the plan now the captain's throwing a problem in your way. Frustration as it was, it's good to deal with those things now rather than have to spring on you later, you thought. What's that? If you'd allow me to play devil's advocate for a moment, surely if there was conspiracy at the highest level of the crew, then the documents would be fake to support it. If I was Lieutenant Lord, I know I'd make sure my case was as watertight as possible. I'm sure I'm considering the captain's point. But if the records were going to be fake, the doctor would need to be in on it, right? No. He's the only one that accesses medical files and enough medical knowledge to know what would need to be recorded. Why would you kill him if he was in on it? That's easy, Lieutenant. There would be one less liability when it came to keeping things secret. Yeah, it's like the only way to, keep a secret between two people is if one's dead. At least that's the way I would see it if I was indeed part of one. The nefarious plot to sacrifice the gun dog in the name of an enemy weapon test. You cross your arms and lean back against the cool field of the narrow crawlway wall. It's frustrating, but the captain was right. If you knew Vanessa was this the exact kind of thing she would have considered. Now that you mention it, Lord also accused the commander of murdering the doctor. At the time, I thought she was just trying to pin it on someone, but if she thinks your records may prove you innocent, long silence follows, and the captain tilts her head back, supporting it with the crawlway wall. You wait for her to respond, but instead she remains still, breathing gently. Yeah, she's gone to sleep. Well, what the captain said and how this changes things. Even if that's the case, it does make a difference. It just doesn't make a difference. It just means that we need the medical records and we need to prove the commander didn't kill the doctor. To do both these things, we're going to need to visit the sick bay. A sound justification, Lieutenant. I thought she was out like a light. Either way. Oh, it's letting me go to engineering. Okay. From the graveside, you merge into engineering department, dust yourself down, and wait for the captain to appear. Watch your brothers steadily place one hand on the grating and another on her stomach. Are you alright, Captain? Give me a minute, Lieutenant. Ma'am, what's wrong? Just a minute, Lieutenant. Back up. She's probably got like fucking alcohol issues, like her liver or something. Back off, you know, Captain. They're on your surroundings in case someone should discover you. Thankfully, the area you emerge from is plenty of cover if you need to hide and hurry, and it is incredibly obvious to anyone approaching it. I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but the vibration that crawlway didn't particularly agree with me. But we realized that although you've been fine, Captain, who you know has been drinking for quite some time, before he found our quarters, must be suffering from the effects of the vibrations coupled with a liquid lunch. Oh, no problem, ma'am. You offer your hand at this time. The captain takes a stepping out of the grating. Engineering department? This isn't our intended destination, is it, Lieutenant? Well, no, Captain. I'm still trying to figure out how we got there. How to get there, I think. I talked to, no. I thought we were in agreement where we were going. How exactly are we going to achieve that? As one of those experienced crew of the ship, Lieutenant, should we be making our way to the sick bay? Yes, ma'am, you're right. Let's get moving then, shall we? I was hoping I could talk to the chief and be like, hey, look, I have the captain with me. Actually, what we can do, we can show her the central computer. Lieutenant, I thought we were agreeing on. Oh. No, useless. Yeah, the central hub will probably be the easiest. I'm gonna talk to her here, though. So then, Lieutenant, how do you intend to investigate sick bay? Well, based off what I know, but tunnels will say that the best bet to get the airlock as the elevators to the central hub. Is that so? Certainly sounds reasonable. Lead the way, Lieutenant. Yes, Captain. I'm gonna save, but I'm just gonna try, engineering. I didn't try any of the doors. Is there something which would come in useful, Lieutenant? Not exactly, no, I was just... Actually, that's not important. No, won't let me do anything. Okay, we're gonna go, actually we'll save here just because this is, indistinct, it's a distinct, thumbnail for the save file. And I'm gonna stop and give my boys pill about, 18 minutes late. I'll give him like 5 treats too. That's another thing. People I live with only give him like 2. When they give him this pill, and I give him 5. And Neptune comes too. She squeaks at me. She knows the treats. Lydia's not big on treats unless you like give them to her. Like she doesn't come for treats. But even though she's really food motivated, she doesn't really come for like shaking the bag or whatnot. But Nick's obsessed with